Hey everybody, welcome to Pop Culture Philosophers. Today it's time for a retro movie review. We're talking about Darkman. That's right, everybody. Thanks for checking out the video. I am Rockin Robbie Billups. This is
Jelani, Bullard.
This is
Brooks.
And today we're talking about Darkman. That's right, 1990s Darkman, directed by Sam Raimi. A story that he developed as well. We revisited this film because in the PCP Army, which is the official Pop Culture Philosophers Facebook group, we kind of took these 90s comic book superhero, pulp hero movies, The Shadow, Phantom, Spawn, all this stuff, threw them all together in a poll. What do you choose? We're going to review it and rewatch it, and it was Darkman. Darkman won. Neck and neck with Spawn.
Yeah.
So we're also going to be doing Spawn here in a few weeks. But Darkman was the winner, and I am so glad Darkman won because this was such a fun revisit for me. It is definitely a Sam Raimi film. This is his first Hollywood production. Mm-hmm. He wanted to get Batman. He wanted to get The Shadow. He couldn't secure the rights to any of them, so he decided, I'm just going to create my own. He wrote the short story that became Darkman. It's completely preposterous. It's ridiculous. It's overdone. It's overacted. It's melodramatic. It's cliche. And it's just amazing. It's so much fun. It's such a fun ride. I even love the Bruce Campbell cameo at the end. The score by Danny Elfman, which may be sounding a little too close to Batman.
He does that a lot, though.
But this is also probably the very next one he worked on.
Yeah.
After Batman. And it should sound like Batman because that's what they were going for.
Yeah.
I love the movie. It's fun. It's dumb. But Liam Neeson is so great in this film. Frances McDormand is great in this film. It's just a great cast, and I love the Sam Raimi-isms of the film. All in your face. It's so obviously him. Jelani, what do you think about on the revisit?
I love Darkman. Like, the second that poll came up, I was like, I am all for Darkman. Because that's the only one I wanted to see.
Yeah.
It was so gruesome to me to watch it as a kid.
Yes.
Because when I watched it as a kid, like, his face, when he gets, like, scarred, like horribly scarred, that scared the crap out of me.
That makeup stuff is good.
Yeah, it works really well. Except for the teeth. I love the teeth. I love the teeth work well.
It's almost like Army of Darkness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love Liam Neeson in this movie. He is called a different thing. I don't know how to explain his character, but he is very over the top. And he's just like, pick elephant, kick that elephant.
Well, and I guess
he's so. I don't know. It's a breath of fresh air to see him like that.
He's also kind of mentally unstable. Like,
right.
The whole situation is like
messed
with his mind.
Yeah.
Well, Sam Raimi is trying to purposefully kind of homage the Universal horror monsters. Right? Mm-hmm. And those movies. So think about it like as in The Invisible Man, like that was a science formula that turned this dude kind of crazy, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, the dude is a scientist. He's trying to find a way to like grasp
He's grafting skin to people's bodies.
Yeah, so that makes sense.
And he couldn't get the coagulation right and stuff like that. And they disintegrate.
It disintegrates in the light.
Yeah.
After 90 minutes.
After 90 minutes.
Or is it 99? It's 90, something like
it's 100 minutes. He
it's
got to hold
minutes.
it for 100 minutes.
100 minutes, right?
Yeah.
So that's why he's Darkman. Because otherwise, he doesn't have dark powers or anything like that.
His outfit's cool, though. I love that coat. I'm like, wow.
I mean, you can tell, and you can tell that Raimi's trying to do The Shadow.
Yeah.
You know, but it's his
really
version.
Hard.
I really liked it. Now, Brooks, you had never seen this movie.
No, it's the first time I've seen it.
So what did you think?
I like it a lot. It's like, it seems kind of like a cross between the Phantom of the Opera and The Crow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it has those kind of, the Phantom of the Opera story, with him getting all tragic and, he has the love interest, but he can't be with her and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then, it's got that kind of darker tone like The Crow has.
Oh, yeah.
But
it's still very humorous as well, right?
Yeah. It does have a lot of that Raimi humor.
It does. It gets very Looney Tunes at time. But, and it really is a tribute to those Universal monster films, to things like the Pulp Heroes, like The Shadow, Batman, stuff like that. I absolutely loved this revisit. It was great. The special effects are so dumb. Oh, they're so great. I love all the montaging that's in this movie. There's a lot of it.
I love the how he was graphing images on this Magnavox monitor. Yeah. I was like, wow, these screens are so out of date. Yeah. Everything is like, none of this technology would actually
One thing
work.
they did get right, though, was the amount of time it took to reconstruct his face.
Yeah. It'll take 599 minutes. Yeah.
He's so fun. You know, the villains are very typical comic booky, you know, gangster villains. They could have jumped right out of the Dick Tracy movie that was the same year. I think Dick Tracy's probably the better film, but I would probably say Darkman might be more my favorite. I just love this movie. It's so goofy, you know, and
the bad guys are terrible, though.
Oh, they're great.
They're great cheesy.
Is that Dr. Giggles?
That's Dr. Giggles. I can't remember that guy's name, but yeah, that's Dr. Giggles.
I love the bit where Liam Neeson pretends to be him and he robs that store or whatever. Yeah. He just like casually like looks like I am Like,
what are you doing?
It's just so funny to me.
Like I can't remember like why did the villains like actually like bust up his lab and do all that?
Because Frances McDormand, his girlfriend, found that
she found the Belisarius memorandum.
Yeah,
apparently it was a bribe that this guy was trying to give to this contractor so he could help build the city of tomorrow. Yeah. So like she finds it in her accounting or whatever her job was, and she goes to her boss about it, and he's like, "Yeah, it was a bribe.
Yeah, you shouldn't have found that.
I should have found that.
Now we're gonna have to kill you."
Yeah. So like it was so weird. So like he sends the Robert Durant, Mr. Dr. Giggles, to and his goofy like team
his
of
henchmen?
Like his henchmen were terrible.
One had one leg. Bad guys were kind of like over the top.
I'm surprised Otis from Superman wasn't there.
But like, so they
took like Lenny Luthor in there.
Otisburg.
Right, they go to like his laboratory because they think she's there and she has the document, the memorandum there. So they find it and they find Liam Neeson and his lab assistant. And the lab assistant gets killed.
Yep.
And then they horribly beat the crap out of Liam Neeson, mess up his hands, and put his face in like a vat of acid or something.
They took my hands.
He got blown the crap up.
Yeah.
I don't know how he survived what happened. Because he fell in the water. And like he washed up in the middle of the lake.
Yeah.
Or the river. He comes back and he is grotesque. Like his face scares the crap out of me to this day. Yeah. It looks that good.
Okay.
And it
looks better than Gemini Man.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, a lot better. And oh wow, it really does. But the movie overall is like it's funny and it's got its moments, but it's also dark and serious. And he even has a Kill Bill moment when he sees one of those guys and he has a montage of the thing. And I just kept hearing.
It's definitely got Sam Raimi's style and flair all over it.
It's I don't know. It brings like a childhood glee to me.
Yeah.
Because when I see it again, I'm like, oh yeah, I can't wait to see this. I can watch it anytime.
It's nice to know that someone like Brooks, who's a grown ass man now, is watching it for the first time. Yeah. Even without that tinge of nostalgia, still is just I liked it. It's fun.
Yeah, I would have loved it when I was a kid too.
Yeah.
This was a movie I really liked as a kid.
Oh yeah, absolutely. The only thing that I feel like we were cheated out of was an action figure line.
True.
That could have been cool.
That would have been awesome.
Playmates could have done it.
Oh, I would have liked Playmates.
Maybe Kenner.
Kenner could pull it off.
Kenner could have done it. Yeah, because they did the Batman and they did the Bill and Ted.
I love that Darkman outfit. Yeah.
Ooh, I really liked this revisit. So I really appreciate all of y'all voting on Darkman. I'm kind of bothered that Spawn was so close and we decided we're going to do Spawn too. We'll do Spawn next in a little bit. So anyway, let us know your recollections and your thoughts on Darkman down below. Brooks, you really liked it.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
you really liked it. So let's do the ratings here. Retro ratings out of 5 possible you digs. Jelani, what do you give Darkman?
It gets the nostalgia 5.
Okay, wow, perfect score.
It does that.
Even through the rose-colored lenses of nostalgia, 5.
Yeah, it's still a 5. I like it because, like, the villains are over the top. Well, everybody's over the top.
Yeah.
And it's just it's just dumb fun. Like, I love dumb fun movies. Yeah. Like, Masters of the Universe is dumb fun.
But this is better
than that. And it's better than that.
Yeah. Because this one actually keeps you entertained and keeps you going. You got that Sam Raimi style. You got that Danny Elfman score.
Yeah.
You got Liam Neeson's melodramatic, over-the-top performance.
That movie's rated R.
Grounding it as best as it can.
And it was a good hard R.
Oh, perfect 5.
Perfect.
That's crazy.
It's for the nostalgia, man.
Speaking of perfect 5, what about you, Brooks? What do you give Darkman out of 5 possible you digs?
I give 4.5.
4.5. Very strong showing. Why 4.5?
Oh, it's just it's a good fun movie. And that's really all I'm looking for.
Okay, I got it.
It's a fun ride.
Yeah,
it's entertaining. It's got the humor. It's got the action.
Yeah,
it's got that sexy Liam Neeson.
It does have that dreamy Liam Neeson.
Yeah,
it really does.
Take the fucking pig elephant.
Especially in this one.
I love his accent, his American, accent. Like and Frances McDormand is such an accomplished actor, and she is just playing this
Academy Award winning,
this just
dumb ditzy,
yeah. She winds up with the ultimate villain. She winds the dude that's going to kill her.
Yeah,
she winds up with him.
It's like
that's a little weird.
How are you gonna hide a bribe for him and then start dating him immediately after your boyfriend is killed,
and then find it again,
They found the Bellosaurus memorandum. I love the name of it. I was like,
well, I think that she was supposed to be kind of the typical female comic book character back in the day. It kind of just stumbles around and just moves things, but doesn't really do anything,
but sets everything in motion.
Right.
Yeah, 100%.
But still, and even the damsel in distress kind of thing.
Just the idea that this dude would leave this thing laying around.
How are you leaving the most important document?
This is why good will always win. Because evil is dumb.
Right. Why did you not, I don't know, shred it or burn it the second you got it? Or got your friends to burn it?
Instead, we're going to go burn this dude.
Let's just go kill this guy.
Yeah.
Because we need to find this file.
5 you digs?
Yeah.
4.5 you digs. I'm going 4 you digs. Very solid. Very solid 4. Tinged with nostalgia. The movie itself is not the greatest thing. It's not going to change your life. But it's going to be entertaining. It's going to be fun. It's got Sam Raimi's style. It's got that flair. It's exactly what it's meant to be.
Yeah.
It's not trying to do anything more or less, and it's exactly what it's set out to do. And it's so much fun, and I loved revisiting it. I'm giving it 4 you dig. So 4.5 for an average of 4.5, which means Brooks is right.
Okay.
It happens.
Yeah, it does.
Happens every once in a while. Even a broken clock is right twice a day. Anyway, let us know your thoughts about Darkman in the comments down below. Thank you so much for checking out the video. I've been Rockin Robbie Billups. This has been
Jelani Bullard.
This has been
Brooks.
And join us over at popculturephilosophers.com for podcasts and a whole lot more. And be sure to like, share, and subscribe. You dig?
A digital clock isn't always right twice a day.
You're right. A broken digital clock is always wrong.
It is wrong.
Especially when it's making numbers that don't even exist.
Yeah.
It's like hieroglyphs.
Yeah.
You're like the Matrix. Something happened. Something happened. Did you see they cast Black Manta as the lead? In the new Matrix film.
Yeah.
In the Matrix 4.
Yeah. I'm intrigued.
Let's go watch it. Do a review on it. Why not?
I'm going to watch Matrix.
Yeah, everyone's going to watch it.
I think I'm the biggest Matrix fan out of all of us here.
You are. Because
I like all 3 of them.
I like the second one. The third one, I'm kind of like, I thought it was all right. Maybe if I watched it again, I probably wouldn't hate it as much. But I watched it in the theater. I remember thinking it was bad.
Yeah.
But I think if I gave it another chance, I might like it.
I like 2 because of the.
I like the 2 the best because it has Morpheus slicing a fucking car in half with a samurai sword.
Yes. That freeway scene.
The freeway scene
is awesome. The best action scene in all of those movies.
It is. It really
all
is.
3 is. That's Reloaded.
It's clean.
Reloaded is dope.
Yeah.
I understand why people don't like it, and I get that.
There are parts of it.
Revolutions is hard to kind of sink in.
Yeah.
Right, but once it does, I don't know. When this movie does come out, and they'll start production probably next year or something, but we'll revisit all of them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's watch them.
Yeah.
Yeah.